Good morning. Hi there. It's been a while. So I guess I'm a bit rusty. But anyway, I'm in my office, as you can see. And yeah, it's been a few days. It's been hard. It's not been a very easy. Oh, sorry. It's been a difficult time because we had loss in our family. So yeah, but this live stream is not going to be about that. Just going to wait a little bit now until more people join the live stream. I'm going to go over here and get something. Hold on. Sorry. I think maybe I'm coming up with a cold. I hope not. It's soon Christmas. Hi there, Vaughn. Kerry, hi there. Just going to wait a little bit because hello there. All the way from the west coast of Canada, almost time for bed. Yeah, I'm writing, sometimes a morning walk or morning live stream, and this is it's morning. It's well, thank you, Kerry. It's morning for me. Sorry. Yeah, I have something to show you, and all the way from the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, so I have something to show you, but I'm going to wait a little bit until more people join the live stream. Yeah, no, I'm too eager to show you. Okay, I have two knives. I realize that talking about horrible things like knives can no, it's not a Christmas gift. It's yeah, talking about knives can get the video demonetized, but that's okay. I have I've been talking with Helle Knives here in Norway, and they have sent me a few knives. This is a folding knife, and it's beautiful. So you open it, you need two hands to open it. It's the Helle Bleia, I think it's pronounced. It's named after, I think it's a mountain, or is it an island, where they make, nearby where they make these knives, you know. I was out testing it yesterday. It is as a folding knife, you know, short for my hand, as you can see. But most knives, they have a too short handle for my hands, so that's, you know. But it's great. I really like it. The scales, I think it's birch scales. I probably won't be doing a review of the knife, but I will be using this knife in my videos. Yeah, I got 3 knives, and one of them was sadly the handle was too short for my hand. but it's a wonderful knife, but I'll have to send it back because you can't really see it, but the distance here, you know, across is too wide for many knives. This is the Viking. That's what it's called, Helle Viking. And it's, I think you can use this in a reenactment setting, actually. It's very, very close to the designs I've seen from archaeological finds. Sheath, it's very tight. Very simple design. And here, the handle fits my hand, finally. As you can see. It's not a full tang, it's a stick tang, and it does say, can you see that? Helle. But it's almost hidden, so I think it's okay. You can use it, this one, in a reenactment setting. And very often the knives that you can get at markets and so on, Viking markets, they're not really very good, you know. But this is a very good knife. I'm really looking forward to start using this knife. It feels right. Feels right. I just, what's the expression? Clicked with this knife. It's not for a beginner, because no finger guard. You have to know. Hi there, Sandra. You have to know what you're doing. I wouldn't give this to my 12-year-old son. No finger guard, and it's very simple, but which is good, you know, when you use, I use different grips, you know. No, I haven't used this one before. I do know the design. It's very close to the traditional Norwegian tollekniv, which I have to say, the first knife I got, I wasn't very old. I was just a little boy. That was a design like this. It's a wonder I didn't cut my fingers on it, but I didn't, I think. Yeah, where you can buy this, well, this one you can actually buy from Helle. And, you know, they are, I'll put it in the sheath, very tight sheath. It's with just, and it's very light, this, so you can carry it with just this leather string here. Very tight sheath. Craftsmanship is awesome, you know. I'll put it down here. Well, obviously Helle, they are interested in selling their knives, so I think you just go to their website, and that's HELLE.com, I think. Yeah. So that's I really like this knife. I didn't think I was going to like it that much, but I think it's a wonderful knife. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what can I say? Christmas is will soon be here. Now I'm okay, I know you will comment on this, so I'm saying Christmas, but it's just a habit. We don't say Christmas in Norway, we say Jul. And you know, I can say Jul because I'm not celebrating a Christian Christmas. So the correct English word would be Jul as well, you know, as in Norwegian Jul. But But it's like I don't think about it. So it's if I say Christmas instead of Yule, then well, forgive me for that. But yeah. If I have any dating advice, no. This is not like that kind of channel, really. I'm not an expert on that. On that, no. Greg, thank you. If I don't reply to when you mention that, and if I don't reply, it's because I'm not really ready to. I need to stay calm, you know. I need to. But I'm seeing your messages, so it's just that I'm not ready to talk about that yet. Yeah, Yule, you know, a heathen holiday. Yeah, if Sandra, if we have any special celebrations for Yule, yes, it's very much like the heathen Vikings did. We eat a lot, we drink a lot, and we give each other gifts. That's what we do. Some years, sometimes my wife dragged me to the church. Oh yeah, well, Lobster, I didn't mean to disrespect you at all. I was just trying to say that I'm not an expert on that. I'm getting old now, and I can't, you know, yeah. So I don't know. Young people today, especially young girls, that's not. I don't know any. I don't think I know any young girls. It would be strange if I did, really. Well, yes, we have one. She's quite young in the Living History group, actually. But I think it would be not. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to talk with her about such things. Okay, a ritual. Well, you know, I think the whole Yule celebration is a ritual or a series of rituals. I think the eating is a ritual. I think the drinking is a ritual. I think the giving of gifts is a ritual. And it's not there is a reason why we do this. Now, I wouldn't call it rituals, but I have my own ways to connect, if you get my meaning. But those are quite private. Mostly, you know, I keep them private because as I'm reaching a lot of people through this channel, there are some things that I know would make me angry if people disrespected me, you know. By that I mean I like troll comments and things like that, and being ridiculed. You know, I honestly I don't care what those trolls say and write, and very often I don't even see those comments. You know, they tend to get to the videos later, and I try to reply to the first comments, and the first people who write are you guys, you know, who you have the notification bell and everything, and well, thank you. So yeah, I have a video coming out. I'm uploading a video today in a few hours. That's a personal video, but it's just it's necessary. So I hope you like it. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, Sandra. It's YouTube, you know. It's yeah. There, Shakal, can I just ask if let's not talk about the books right now, okay? On this live stream, that would be nice because I'm very tired, and I don't think I can manage. I don't think I can manage anything detailed about my books now. I'm having, after what happened, I've been not well, and I'm also in the middle of the Christmas sale, book sale, you know, so I was driving up to 2 hours to a book signing yesterday, and then I drove back here. I fell asleep twice in the car, so I had to stop. I sleep a little bit. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now this is not a Patreon only video. I try to remember to say so if it is, you know. This is a public live stream actually. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. So I'm looking forward to. Well, actually, I'm looking forward to the book signing that I'm having here in a few hours. That's local, but it's the Living History group will be there, and you know, we're making it, doing it Viking style. Hi there. What Norse god is most like Jesus? Well, it's a very interesting question. Now, I think I'll talk a little bit about that actually, because I don't think we have any. The concept of Jesus is completely different, right? So it's, well, thank you. Yeah, Berserker gang. I want to say that word in Norwegian, you know, because it's a Norwegian word. Berserker gang 2019. It says your Living History group is nice. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's yeah, a setup, Viking setup, not a Viking camp. We'll be there only for, you know, 1 or 2 hours. If I have any anti-hag charm, yes, I do actually. I'm not wearing it right now. I have a troll cross. Yeah, Jesus and the Norse gods. I think Jesus is about forgiveness, and I would say the Norse belief system doesn't have that concept. That's the way I see it. They do not have that concept. It doesn't mean that they're all about revenge or anything like that, but the concept of forgiveness is not a Norse concept. So that's why I would say we don't have any gods similar to Jesus, you know. It's and I think actually the concept of Jesus is the main reason I'm not a Christian, actually. Yeah. I could explain, but let's move on here. Are there any gods that overlap with other gods? Yes. Yes, actually, because if we look at how the Norse adopted gods, they did, and we have actually two. There's a theory that the Norse, what's it called, the pantheon, and the Norse gods, the two peoples, right, the Vanir and the Æsir, and there's a theory that that's a result of two cultures colliding in a way, you know. So and as with all religions, even Christianity, the deities are inspired by other cultures that they were in contact with, you know. If I have any favorite Norse gods, well, yes, I do. Odin is the one I feel closest to. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I'll have to move on here. I'll have to move on. I'm not going to delve deep into anything on this live stream, but I'll just briefly answer your question. So, as I've gotten older, Odin has become the most important god to me. It used to be Tyr, actually. So I've never felt very close to the Vanir. It's a bit strange. I like Freya, but I haven't, you know, I've never felt a connection until very lately. Last couple of months maybe. Now Freya is becoming more important. Well, thank you. I think Odin it's natural that you kind of start getting that connection with Odin as you move through life. And I'm now 47, and I would say, you know, I have when you're talking about generations, right? It's about generations. At where I am now, I am kind of head of the family, right? My wife wouldn't agree, but it's not like that I'm like a tyrannical patriarch or anything like that. But but as a man, I'm kind of on the. If you imagine as you get older, you kind of rise socially, and when you are old, the younger generation is kind of making the decisions and making the money and doing all the hard work, right? So I'm there now, and I will get older, and my daughter and my son will then be at the top, right? So when you're there at the top, you have don't get me wrong here, but you know what I'm saying here. When you're there, you have a lot of responsibility. You need to bring in the money. You need to, because the older generations, you can't really count on them for, like you did when you were a kid, right? So when you're at the top there, like if your life is like this and then you go down, then you die. If you're on the top there, when you're on the top there, you're kind of a chieftain. Every man is a chieftain in his own home, in a way. So it's all natural that Odin becomes important. If I've read any sorcery and religion, not sorcery. I don't believe in sorcery, but religion, obviously. That's, yeah, it's kind of part of my daily work, daily occupation. I'm going to talk a little bit freely now, and I won't be replying to the comments right now. Okay, because I have a few things I have to say. So yes, the video coming up on the main channel later today. How should I put it? I don't say this, okay? And I don't recommend it normally. I don't know why, but okay, if you see any trolls disrespecting there, feel free to just knock them down. Feel free to be nasty to them, you know, because there are things you know, you can write, oh, you don't know anything, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, you're old, and things like that, you know. That's okay. If it's on me, you know, you can do that. I don't care. But you don't get to mock those I care about, right? So if you see anything like that on that video, just go ahead and, yeah, have fun. Yeah, Joshua. It's yeah, I haven't been live streaming for a while. I lost my dog, and it's been hard. It's still hard. You know, it's very silent. I work from home. So it's very hard. Everything is so silent. But okay, yeah, coming up now on the main channel, I have this video, very personal video. Later today on the main channel. Yeah, and then I will be doing some hiking videos. Hi there, Kane. Good to see you. And I want to thank all of you for your comments now. So I'm trying to keep myself occupied. I took a week off from writing because I couldn't write. So I'm getting back to that tomorrow, and I know there won't be any, my foot won't be on the brakes until that book is finished, and that will be the 4th novel in the Viking series. Yeah, you know, I'm showing my Kane. If you didn't see, I finally got the Hella knives. This is the Viking. That's its name. It's called Viking. Really like it. And now, you know, this is going to be, I guess this live stream will be demonetized because here's a knife. And apparently that's not okay. You can have lives, what's it called, late night show hosts mocking people and being nasty. That's totally okay, but you can't show people a knife and, you know, YouTube people, the people working in Google, if you're watching this, I don't think you are, but if you ever watch this, please stop. Stop what you're doing. I love this platform, you know, but you're idiots, right? I mean, you oh, I have been chatting with some employees in YouTube, and they've been very nice and helpful. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, the old gods, one commenter, the old gods are better than no gods. No, you don't get to say that. So that person who also for some reason wanted dating advice is now blocked from this live stream. It's an example of disrespecting. I know several people who are Christians. I have no problem with that, of course, but I wouldn't say to them that, well, at least you have you know, one God. It's better than nothing. I wouldn't say that. That's disrespectful. So off you go. No, you're out now. You can't hear this, obviously, or maybe you can. I don't know. If you can, please consider that you need to respect other people's belief system. Okay. I think you're young, and with age comes wisdom, at least to some people. Okay. Yes. So on the main channel, I will be doing more bushcraft hiking videos. I would say hiking is the right word. Hiking overnighters, because I haven't been able to do that for many months. Now I'm able to do that again. So, oh, thank you, Trout Whisper. Thank you. You know, I'll just read your comments, okay? I follow Jesus, and I thoroughly enjoy hearing Björn's perspective. I love the outdoors videos too. Yes, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, we don't have to all be the same, but we can come together with our common interests like the outdoors. And I actually enjoy you know, that people have different perspectives on things. Yeah. And I'm not saying my belief system is better than any other people, than, for instance, the Christian belief system. Just saying it's a bit different. And my belief system is the right one for me. Joe K says, I've been taking walks more because of your channel. That's awesome. Yes, Sandra says, Bunyip says, I think it's interesting to get other people's views. We don't have to fight over them, and we might even find things we have in common. Yes, and I think we have more things in common than the things we disagree about. I had a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, actually. He's a Christian, and we both agreed that we have more in common than we have in common with an atheist. So, you know, and not, this is not a criticism of atheists. I'm just saying, you know, we have more in common because we believe in a life after life, you know. Okay, I'm not seeing all the comments here, but what do you like to eat on julaften? Well, what I like to eat is not the same as what I would want to like to eat. With that, I mean, I would actually, you know, I would like to be a vegetarian. I know, yeah. And I can't. I get sick. If I don't get, no, it's more like I can't digest that food, you know. I'm very much a meat eater. So yeah, to answer your question, I love animals, you know. I really love animals, and I really like pigs too. But you know, it's like something. There's a little fuse in my head that if I don't get meat, it kind of it gets broken, and I just have to eat a lot of meat. Yeah, julaften. Yes, that's the, you know, in Norway we celebrate Christmas before Christmas morning. The 24th, the night of the 24th. That's when we start celebrating, and we open all the gifts that night as well. Yes, Woodwoods Island. Yeah, bacon. You know, at times I have problems because I see the pigs. My friends over here, they are vegans, and I respect that. They are vegans and they have these wonderful pigs roaming around on their land, and then I don't want to like bacon, but I do. You know, I really like it. And oh, Shadow Witch ended up in hospital. You try to be vegan, yes. But the way I'm thinking about it now is that if you know nature, if you understand nature, if you're a hunter and you're a good hunter, not like the hunters local, the idiots here, but if you're a good hunter and you're a responsible hunter, I think what you're doing is actually kind in a way. The animals in the wild, they will die, and usually it's painful. It's very painful. You know, I support the wolves. In Norway, it's a big thing, you know, that we have lots of people, they hate the wolves. I support the wolves, but I also understand that they are cruel, you know, the way that they kill the moose. It's horrible. It's horrible. So that's well, we don't have that many wolves left now, but what I'm trying to say is that it's probably kinder, or easier way to go to get shot, you know. The animal don't know, didn't, you know, just roaming around and then suddenly it stops, you know. Then, you know, that's my naive perspective here. Okay, I'm not a hunter myself. Yeah, Caleb, I'm like you. I could not kill an animal, but I would. You know, I would hunt, but I could never kill a farm animal. So I'm very much against keeping farm animals, but you know, it's difficult. You know, we have to eat, and I believe some people can manage on a vegetarian diet. I can't. I tried, actually. My daughter is very much, you know, she's environmentally conscious, more than me actually, and I got kind of inspired one day, and we bought vegan food. Like, I tried that one day. My stomach was upset for 1 week after that. So that's not for me. I tried before, same result every time. Yeah. You know. Yeah, Shadow Witch. I just remembered our ancestors had to hunt and fish to live, but they were respectful and thanked the animal. Yes, I have been thinking at times, maybe that's a little bit naive, you know, the myth of the noble savage and all that. But when you look at the tales, the myths, it's full of respect for wilderness, the animals, the spirits, you know. So I actually think they did have that connection, that respect. And Cain, yes, they used all the animal, no waste. Yeah. Speaking of that, I have been just making a shield. It is actually the first proper Viking shield I have made. So I'm looking into materials and I'm going to try different sorts of wood. I made an oak shield, right? With a big shield boss on, and the linen and rawhide. That's why I'm talking about it right now, because I use the rawhide, which is a part of the animal that they either make candy out of it, or they candy, or they throw it away. So it's around the edge. Like, I have one. Yeah, I'll show you later. Okay. Yeah, if I'm going to make a video on the shield, I'm going to make a video. That shield will be in several videos. I made it, and I'm probably going to make a video about how to make a Viking shield. I just thought, well, I have to do it. I have to learn how to do it, you know, before I make a video about it. So maybe the next shield I make, or the one after that. The oak shield is, I haven't weighed it yet. I wouldn't use it in close combat. I would use it for, you know, offensive moves only. And yeah, yeah, I did that, you know, to get my mind on to something else. I get very obsessed with when I work with my hands, and it was I'll weigh it, and it's going to be, yeah, I made it heavy on purpose. I don't want anyone else to pick it up and use it. It's not for fighting. It's for decoration. I wanted to make it really, really solid, and I'm going to paint it, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going up on the wall. Well, good to see you here. Yeah. Well, I think you made many shields. Yeah, but it was fun, and I must say that that oaken shield is beautiful. It's beautiful, and but really heavy. So I guess I'm qualified to say that I'm strong. I'm still strong, so I can use it, but it's not for everyone, and it's not for fighting, and it's yeah. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Sandra, how they cover the edges. You know, rawhide is what I have used, and was probably the most common material, because it gets really hard, stiff, and you soften it by putting it in water, right? And when it dries, it kind of it shapes, you know, it get the shape of it folds around the edge, right? A metal edge, I'm always careful with it. I'm never absolute, so I would say there were shields with metal edge on it as well, you know, but the rawhide is a better material, I would say. I would like to make a shield. Yeah, hello to all the new people here. Yes. I would like to make a shield with a metal edge. That would be great. But you know, it adds weight. Everything adds weight. The rawhide isn't that heavy either. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I really like the look of the rawhide, and the fact that we are using parts of the animal that would probably have been thrown away. Well, thank you, Sandra. Blacksmithing, I made one knife. It's not a good knife. And I would really like to get into blacksmithing, but I haven't. You know, I will get into it, but it's not that easy to do. You know, I have to get to somewhere where I can practice that art or learn that art. KG, boys waking up, going to need coffee. Yeah, I know how it is, you know. Yeah. So, yes, more bushcraft videos, more hiking overnighter videos coming up. It's lots of coffee. Life's art. You made your first axe, you said. Yeah. Yeah, lots of overnight videos. I really, really miss that. I want to spend several days out. And yes, now I remember what I was going to talk about. To start with, Mats, my friend in the Living History group, we agreed that we will climb the highest mountain in Norway. It's not that high, you know. It's very doable. He's very fit, you know. He's, you know, cycling and running and everything. I'm not. And Tony is going to start on a Danax soon. That's awesome. But anyway, we're also going to walk through it's called the Eastern Forest and then the Northern Forest. It's the two main wilderness areas outside of Oslo, the capital of Norway, and it's especially the Eastern Forest. That's where I kind of spent a lot of time when I was a teenager, because I grew up in Oslo. So we're going to walk. I've never walked through the entire forest. It takes 2 days. And the Northern Forest is larger, so that takes 3 or 4 days. Yeah, well, so that's coming up. Yeah. Lots of questions. Yeah, I like the Star Wars movies. You know, I wanted to be a space pirate when when I was, you know, a boy. What's the longest amount of time I spent in the woods? Not that long. I spent 1 week once. I think that's the longest. But I wasn't alone. I was with 2 other guys. That's a long time ago now. I'm probably better equipped to spend time alone out in the woods now. But that's why I'm not saying, you know, I'm a survival expert or anything like that, because even though I do have certain skills, I've never been in a proper, you know, wilderness survival situation. Grimute, well, I made you drink chocolate coffee. Maybe you could start a space pirate YouTube channel. Yeah, I want you know, a spaceship, but now I want a spaceship more like the one in the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, that what's it called? Space Lord, something. That spaceship. That's very cool. Yeah. Well. Do you always tell your family where you are when you go out? No, I don't. I actually don't. But you know, it's yeah, maybe I should. All the way from Mexico. That's far away and very warm. Now it's very, you know, strange, the thing with, you know, how people can tolerate warmth and cold. I don't tolerate warm weather that well. But cold weather, I'm fine with cold weather, and it's like I hear people saying that they're cold sleepers and they use woolen socks. Most people do when they sleep out in the woods, and they use woolen socks and a hat when they sleep. I have to kick off my socks in the sleeping bag, you know. It's yeah, Kane. Yes, when you go out hiking or rambling, it's hard to say where you'll end up. Yeah. So So I don't know why it's like that. It's people are just a little bit different, I guess. When it's very warm, I struggle. You know, it's Norwegian summers. That's the warmest I can tolerate. Yeah. Grimut says, I got to hang my feet out of the covers. Yeah, I Kane, as long as you got your cell phone, yes, I do bring my mobile phone. I do. It's when I go out in the woods, I tend to bring not my smartphone, but I have another one with nothing on. You know, you can call and you can sort of text, but that's all. If you've seen me using a smartphone in any of my videos, please understand that's because I make some of those videos very often during working hours, and this year it's necessary. It's been necessary for my Norwegian publisher to reach me because things have happened so quickly, and yeah, so that's why. But it's like, and then I might have to look something up. They might send me a link, things like that. So instead of me having to walk back to the office, that's why I brought a smartphone. I don't generally like to do that. So today it's Saturday. I won't be bringing my smartphone around. Yeah, just wanted to mention that. Yeah, I am going to take a few hours off. Really looking forward to that. I had a headache from hell. Yeah, cursing. But you know, I'm showing off this knife. So this one I can curse as well now because I showed off this knife. You see how that works, YouTube? We know it will get demonetized. So what happens then is you don't care anymore. So you curse and you know. A headache from hell. Driving back here, and I collapsed on the sofa, and we watched. My son is getting into the Lord of the Rings, which I think is great. You know, that's great books, and he's watching the movies. I haven't seen those movies before. I think they, great movies, awesome. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up in kind of the same exact position this morning. And now I have a few. Hours before we have the book signing at 6 hours, I think it is, from now. That's local, so it's going to be great fun. The Living History group will be there. I will be bringing some weapons. Let's see which one will bring. Which one will we bring? This one. I did something very stupid, I have 4 swords behind me here. And for some stupid reason, what I did was I ordered, the same. Let me show you. Yeah, these look exactly the same. One is sharp, one is blunt. Now, Björn, why did you order swords that look exactly the same. Because what if you pick the wrong one, right? And it's not the blunt one, it's the sharp one, right? So that was kind of stupid. Let's see here. Ah, this is the sharp one. I'll put that back. Yeah. I'll bring this one today. All the kids love the swords, you know. They every Viking, you know, Viking stuff, they seem to be like magnets on kids and men with beards, right? So I can, if I'm on a book signing and I have something Viking there, I can kind of see, you know, I see the beards. All the beards are attracted to it's okay. But it was very stupid to it's local, so it's Fredrikstad here in Norway. So it was very stupid to order pairs of swords, one sharp, one blunt, because what if I picked the wrong one, you know? Yeah, that's the way it is, you know. I'll have to put the sharp swords on the wall, I guess, and I'll use the other two for you know, for fighting. I'm getting a little bit into that now. I was yeah, I've heard of Heilung, yes, absolutely, yeah. I was talked into it, you know. I was talked into it, so it was not difficult to convince me to get into fighting. It's not proper fighting, of course. It's not proper fighting. We're just having fun, and yeah, it's I get to try out. I have a lot. I must say, I have a lot of theoretical knowledge about Viking Age battle, you know. So now I'll get to try out the theoretical knowledge. So sharp swords hanging on wall sounds like bad. Well, now you see, bad day. No, it will be here in my office. I know they're sharp. I can't have sharp swords in the living room, you know. My son, his friends are there, you know. One day they pick the sword down, and you know. Glima, no, I haven't tried Glima. I've been into quite a lot of, you know, martial arts of the more stupidly brutal kind, but now I can't do that because I had too many injuries now, so my back is worn out, you know, my neck is not good. No, so it's for the young guys. Well, thank you, Gail. Good to see you again. Yeah. You know, the reason why I bought sharp swords is that I use them for photos as well, and some of those photos will be used for book designs on my own books, and I would hate it if you could see, you know, that it's not a sharp sword. So that's why I ordered sharp swords. Yeah, I have bows here. Let me see my bows. I have one. This is an English modern style longbow, actually. And the other ones I made myself. And here's my axe. Yeah. No, not from Grimfrost. These I got from Wulflund. I'm quite pleased with what I've ordered from Wulflund. I think the quality is good. That's an odd question, but I do, yes. Yeah. So now it's Grimute says I did an unboxing of the MSR stove the other day. I really like it. That's awesome. Been playing the taglharpe this year. Any instruments that you like to play? I can reveal that. Yeah, I have scabbards for the swords, of course. They're all over there. They're scabbards. Yes. Yeah, I am getting a lyre. I have been following the build for a while, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm getting a lyre, and hopefully it won't sound too terrible. If it sounds just a little bit terrible, I will use it as background music in some of my videos. I really like the sound. It's you know, the lyre is, it's a positive sound. I like the sound. The Tiger Dudes. Can I just suggest that you know, go to my main channel? But to answer your questions, if I have any real access, I'll let the community. I'll let you figure that out. Yeah. I think actually now collecting Grensfors axes is not the wisest thing. I've said to my wife that I should collect those axes because they will, you know, the old guys, they, you know, who make them, they die off, right? So it's you kind of, you're preserving culture, right? So you know, but I just like them. That's but I put all my axes on the wall over here. It's too dry inside here, so I need to find, you know, I have, yeah, I won't get into details, but and I counted them, and I was like, how did I get so many axes? But they're all beautiful. So yeah. Now the Tiger Dudes, I really appreciate that you have joined us here, but you know, it's a little bit like I'm 47 years old, so, you know, maybe this is you know, yeah, but stick around, and yeah. But anyway, it's getting light outside. I'm eager to. I have to sneeze now, I think. Of course I have a socks. Yes, of course. Where is it now? Yeah, here it is. It's a beautiful socks. Now, just take a look at this. this is my idea actually. Well, I'm sure other people have thought about it as well. But if you know, if these are the same length, it will hang like this, right? And when the sheath, when you pull out the knife, you know, a few hundred times, the sheath, it's not as tight as, so the knife could actually drop out. But if you have this shorter, you have an angle, right? So that it won't drop out. Yeah. Just saying. If I have any spares, yes, I do. Yes, like Torstein. Yeah. And I've I've ordered now a blunt sharp. This is sharp one. You know. My spear is. I don't have my spear here because it's inside. It's too long. It's quite a long spear. But if you go to my oh. You know, these yeah. Yes. Okay, just a troll there. Yes, I have if you go to my Instagram account, I have a couple of pictures there of the spear, and I think I will post some more pictures of the spear. It's we had a yeah, absolute loser. Yes, I don't think they mean that. You know, it's just that they all Shadow Witch. Oh, thank you. It's just that they want to provoke, and you know. Yes. So we were out, and it was very windy. So I put the Living History group has a flag, and I put it on the spear. So it was blowing in the wind. That looked great. You know. Yeah. Okay. My interest for bushcraft started very early. I would say I was a young boy, and we didn't call it bushcraft, of course, but it was just being in the woods. Bushcraft is it's the crafts of how should I put it? It's a collection of skills and crafts that make your stay out in the woods and nature more, you know, even more enjoyable, you know. Yeah. So camping with basics, yes, I guess you could say that, you know. So yes, it's you know, like carving and making fire with, you know, the ancient methods, making bows. Yeah, things like that, and you know, knowledge of the trees and animals, the weather, and yeah. Yes, this jumper, it's what's it called? The brand is, I forgot now. Yeah, of course, it's the it's the brand is actually called Amundsen, like the Norwegian polar explorer, psycho, nasty man. One tiger, thank you. Thank you. That's the brand actually. Yeah. Clothing from my country is overall better quality. I have to say, I don't know. It's probably made in China. Now let me see where it's made. It's made in China. Well, actually, no, it's made in Mongolia. And I do not view Mongolia as part of China. It's made in Mongolia, yeah. Okay. I am now going out in the woods, and I want to use this for carving. I want to try it out a little bit. Yeah. The Viking. Good name. I would say to Helle, it's a good name for a knife. Simple. Yeah, Viking. Yeah, the Mongolians feel the same way. Yes, I'm sure they do. You know, I'm sure they do. Robert, have you been to Mongolia? I would like to go there, you know. But it's very, very far from the ocean. I think it's like you can't get further from the ocean, sort of. The scariest thing I ever saw in the woods, I would say, a few weeks ago I saw an empty bottle of vodka and shotgun shells, or what do you call it, the thing they, yeah, you know, that combination scared me. Yeah. But anyway, there's been a few difficult days here, and I'm, you know, it's a lie to say that everything will be okay. You learn to live with your loss. You know, that's life. But I'm getting back, you know, it's good to get back into what you're doing, you know. I'm going to make the weekly videos on the main channel. Going to do these live streams. Kane, yes. A wise comment as always. Thank you. Tim, hiking woodsman. I feel bad now because I'm just ending this live stream. Going out, I have a new knife, going out and testing this. I'm going to do some carving. Grimute, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Tim, thank you. Okay, new video coming up on the main channel later today, or maybe for some of you that's tomorrow morning. Yeah. Okay. Have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is, where you are, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.